following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be, Jimmy Star, new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Stars. He'll trust you.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. Hope everybody's in a good place and having a good time today. And we're going to have a fun show for you guys. We have hip-hop recording artist Rich Nana coming on, and then we have Sandy Johnson, who was the Playmate of the Month in June 1974, and she is Judith Myers in the very first Halloween movie. So it's going to be a lot of fun and something different today. Before we get started and say hi to the chat room, let's say hi to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hold on. Yeah, I had my COVID shot 2 days ago, Monday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. And I didn't get any kind of a reaction, except one reaction. And I called up Eileen Shapiro, and she helped me out. I said, Eileen, could you lend me one of your bras because I've developed huge tits from the shot? So she sent me a bra. And when I looked at it, it was like, it was a 42 triple V or X, and it was a little too small for me. So I had to get 2 sheets and sew them together. Today I strapped myself down with an elastic from a tire.
That's funny. So we also got a fabulous chat room going on. What's up, chat room? We have Angela Joseph is in the chat room. Ian Smith is in the chat room. Teresa Sabins in Florida in the chat room. Eileen Shapiro's in the chat room.
Oh, she's in the chat room.
They like our shirts. They love your shirt.
My shirt is a Jimmy Star vintage shirt. $180 something for this fucking shirt. You know why? The buttons are antique sterling silver buttons from like 18 something, and they're magnificent. And that's why the shirt is so expensive. It's sterling.
Also because it's a Jimmy Star shirt.
Well, bullshit. Buttons. Look at the buttons on the sleeves. The buttons go all the way down, and it's a long shirt. So the amount of sterling silver I have in this shirt is worth the price of the 100. Not really 100. Jimmy, why did you charge so much?
It's not a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. This shirt should be like $29.99
No way.
in Marshalls.
Don't forget, everything that Jimmy Star made was one of a kind, which means I had to pay a lady $12 an hour to sew it.
I know, but
okay. Well, if it takes 5 hours to make it, it's $60 just for that, not including the buttons.
How many people have $180 for a shirt?
They used to. A lot of them. I used to do $1 million a year selling them.
I went shopping in the warehouse years ago. I walked out of there with bales and bales of clothes. So I got everything for free, but I would never pay $180.
I love them. Let's say hi. We have some more people. Boomer, the football player, Boomer Mays is in the chat room. John Hitton wants to know what watch you got today.
I have on a vintage Tank Versace watch in a lizard, in a black lizard strap. It is absolutely one of the most exquisite watches I have. It's a black face, and it has Medusa in the middle, and the Versace Greek key going around in silver. It's a gorgeous watch. It's one of my better watches, and I wore it just for you.
There you go, Dawn. You gotta love it. So everything is all fun. Hope everybody's doing well.
Oh, by the way, this was a Versace before he died. So it's that period of Versace, which is the most collectible right now. After he died, nothing is collectible.
They say elegant and beautiful. And actually, the shirt I'm wearing is also a Jimmy Star, one of a kind, more of like a dress shirt.
Right.
Because I used to have shirts to go to work in.
I used to have curtains like that in my office. Linen color, that same color. It's called puce. I mean, the name is as ugly as the color, puce. Who wears puce? But it looks good on the puce.
I like it.
Because it matches your skin, your puce skin.
No, I don't.
It's a
Houston is like sickly.
No, you
I am
have to.
sickly though, you guys. I have a kidney stone. I had a terrible weekend. I was in the hospital with a kidney stone, and then I have a dental problems, and I had to have some teeth pulled. So I've been in terrible shape for the last 3 days. It's the first time I feel a little bit alive, and I'm excited that we're all here and on the show today. It's going to be fun. They like my shirt too, which is nice.
It's very nice. And Jimmy and I both have had plumbing problems because a couple of weeks ago I had that urinary tract infection that was a fucking winner. When I tell you painful, woo, woo, woo. And now I'm all better.
That's right. We talked about that with Jeff Timmons 2 weeks ago.
Right. And you know what? I want to tell Jeff that AZO, whatever it's called.
Azo works.
AZO works. And they said that my infection, oral antibiotics won't get rid of it. You have to have, IV antibiotics, which I did for 5 days. Anyway.
It's been a weird couple of weeks.
Yeah. I had my COVID shot and I waited for side effects. I just waited. Nothing happened. Now they're telling me that the second shot is when you get the side effects. I get my second shot February 22nd. So we will see what we will see when we will see it.
She
And
said,
if I get a reaction, I'll let you know.
Teresa says to take warm, fresh lemon juice and olive oil. Is that for my kidney stone? My kidney stone, I still haven't passed it yet. But hopefully I will.
I told him, let me put a garden hose down his throat, and the force of the water from the garden hose will blow that fucker right out of his dick.
They say you're glowing.
Glowing?
Yeah.
Glowing or glowing?
Glowing. No, you're not glowing. You're just glowing.
I don't blow. I'm glowing?
You're glowing, yes.
Oh, I'm a glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer. You are equipped with their light.
Angela, too, I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is good.
Yes.
I've been a little bit off of social media, so I've probably missed a lot of your posts. But
I have been on social media ranting about this virus. We all accepted it like it was, okay, so dying, we need a shot. Let's put whatever you put into us. We don't need to know what it is or how harmful it is down the road or what the side effects are. Everything has a side effect. We know that. So Americans are very, very happy-go-lucky people. We say, okay, it's a virus. AIDS is a virus. We don't care how it got here. We damn well know how it got here, but they're not telling us, in fact, how it got here, because then we would declare a war on China or other parts. This is chemical warfare that we are in the middle of right now. AIDS virus was released to get rid of the African population. That's a fact.
And the fags.
Well, the fags caught it from the Africans because the queens know that a black man's got 12 inches and they're happy. All right? This is a raw fact. Now, this virus, we know damn well came from China. Now they stuck some of it in Africa and they stuck some of it in Brazil.
There's like 3 more viruses and 3 more strains.
So we keep curing it and putting poisons in our body to fight it, and they keep coming up with new strains. I say that our government, the new government that everybody's so happy with, should come forward and tell us the truth. Let us decide what we should do with China. And they're killing us with these viruses.
That's not going to happen. So.
It's chemical warfare, which we can declare war on China if we prove the fact that they are doing this to us. To hurt our economy.
China owns half of us.
Hurt our people. To make America less than anything because China wants to take over the world. And we know that. We're not stupid. Anyway, so much for politics. I just resent putting these.
They want to know how long it's going to last. We don't know how long it's going to last. I think we're going to be wearing masks for a long time.
No, I think we're going to be getting shots forever. I think as we get inoculated, they come up with a new one. I mean, it's funny that 4 or 5 months ago, where there was no such thing as the African or the Brazilian. Now suddenly,
there's one in UK.
And the UK. So now they're going all over the world and they're dropping little droplets of crap all over. The only funny part is, why doesn't China get it and get wiped out?
They got it.
Oh, good. Maybe they'll wipe
themselves. They didn't get wiped out, though.
Well, the communists may wipe out, but they don't. Communists will live, and the rest of the people will get wiped out.
Next topic.
Well, this is a very important topic, and I don't get political, but I just put poisons in my body 3 days ago, and I resent it. I'm a health food freak. I don't eat junk food. I don't like crap. I eat well. I drink water. I try to preserve my skin, my face, and my body. I was very reluctant on getting the shot because I don't even know what it is they put in me. That's the best part. It's called Pfizer. What the fuck is Pfizer?
No, that's Pfizer's the name of the company.
I know that, but what is it?
Pfizer's a drug company.
Darling, I'm not saying what is the what is it that Pfizer put in my body?
They
is
put
what
you
I'm
like
saying.
the virus. Somehow they give
Yeah,
you the
but
virus.
the virus. Hello, the virus. What the fuck is the virus?
I don't
Horse
know. You're
shit
never gonna find
mixed
out.
with cat piss? I mean, I don't know.
They
I
say
would
that
like-
it worked good for you because you're glowing.
No, I listen. I want to know what has been put into my body. That's my right. You just don't put shit in your body because they tell you to.
Anyway,
Now, somebody, I won't say who, but a very famous person came on my Facebook page and my messages and said, Ron, I'm so sorry you took the shot. I would have talked you out of it. Because we know, in the fact, that 50% of the people who have gotten the shot will die down the road from the shot. I thought, that's nice.
that's all bullshit.
Who knows? Suddenly, America in the last 15 years has gone very deafier. They're not telling us anything. We are victims of our governments, and we've had bad governments all along. The whole world has bad governments. I think this is nature's way of saying, clean the planet up.
Either way, we got to quit doing the politics.
It's not a politics. I mean, it's my opinion about my body getting poisons put in.
I know, but
It's not. I'm not talking Biden or Trump. I'm not talking politics. Fuck them. I don't give a shit about either one of them. I'm talking about my body and what they put into it. I don't know what it is.
you can Google it. It'll tell you what it is.
No, they don't. I Googled it. It was all mishmash. I mean, it was, part 392 XYZ and then a little bit of LMN. Blah, 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 blah.
Anyway, okay.
There we go. Now on with our show. We have a tits and ass show today. We have a wild, wild woman who is, can I say her age?
We're going to say it when she comes on. We'll wait.
Well,
till people
anyway,
see her.
she's no chicken, but she looks like a chicken. And wild and sexy and sings these outrageous
Also,
songs.
if you guys are looking for cool shit to watch, we watched a couple of good things.
Yes.
If you like Sex in the City, watch Emily in Paris. We loved it. It's only got one season.
Same writer of Sex and the
Yeah,
City.
the same producers
And
stuff.
it's a combination
Same
of
producer,
Prada,
not writer.
Prada, what is it?
Devil Wears
Devil
Prada.
Wears Prada mixed with Sex and the City. They combined the both storylines.
It's Emily in Paris. It's fabulous. And then we watched Dead to Me, which is a Christina Applegate series, and it is awesome. It's only got 2 seasons. The 3rd season's getting ready to come out, but it's really good. We enjoyed it a lot. So check out Dead to Me. They're both on Netflix. by the way.
Applegate is doing the most marvelous job performing because she cries, I think, in every single scene from the beginning of in the 9, 12, 14 weeks. To muster up that much tears and crying and sadness, you really have to really work hard. It's a very diversified show. They suddenly have transvestites and black lesbians. I mean, they don't know what the fuck to put in next. Show that America is now, whoa, look at this. We got all these people. Like all these people suddenly just came out of the woodwork. We've been here for
I
centuries.
don't think there was any transvestites, were there?
Yeah, there was a tranny. The tranny somewhere in there. I saw a tranny. I spun out.
Anyway, it's very good. The writing in it is very
Anyway,
good.
I want everybody out there to know, suddenly we have discovered diversity in our country. Well, don't overdo it because it could be a little overwhelming. But gradually. We're not all in the same boat at the same time. We still have black neighborhoods, Jewish neighborhoods, Italian neighborhoods, Hispanic neighborhoods, Greek neighborhoods, Armenian neighborhoods. We are not blending yet. Okay? I mean, I wish we would, but we're not. We're still keeping to our own.
Not in our neighborhood. They only like fags.
Well, we're in a gay neighborhood, and everybody's gay. We're in
Eileen says you should stand up because you look hot. Oh, you can't stand up.
I can't say I have Bermuda shorts on. What do you think? I was going to wear long pants and listen, Eileen. I have to say 2 words. I love you, and thank you for calling me the other day and making me feel good. I was so worried about Jimmy because Jimmy insisted on going to the dentist without me. He was going to drive home. And Eileen and I said he's crazy because he is going to be loaded on painkillers.
I wasn't though.
And drugs.
I was
But
loaded on painkillers.
anyway, he
from
disappeared.
kidney stone.
He disappeared from 9 o'clock in the morning till about 3 in the afternoon without a word to me, which is really grounds for divorce. I'm calling my attorney later,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take everything he's got, all of his $135 in the bank, and his car that's mortgaged to the
I
sky.
think it's only like 35.
I'm going to take his $35 in the bank and his car that's mortgaged to the sky.
Yeah. I had a miserable time yesterday, and I had
But
a miserable time with
Wait,
my
let me
kidney
finish.
stone.
But Eileen Shapiro, as you know, and those of you who know her, you know that she is humanitarian. She is the kindest woman. She listens to your bullshit.
She loves you too.
She's got patience. She's an intelligent woman. She knows more than the doctors. She's told me everything that the doctors found out afterwards because she was a major RN. She used to satisfy the doctors, in between operations. And
That's funny too. She told me the same thing. Like I went to the dentist and they were going to pull the tooth, and she said they're not going to be able to pull it, and then they couldn't pull it. Every time she tells me something, I have to go to the doctor anyway, and everything she said is exactly what happens.
I told her I wanted a sex change, and she talked me out of it. She said, "Don't. If you do," she said, "you give me your penis." And I said, "No, they're going to use that to make my vagina live."
That's hilarious.
That's a joke, folks. So don't go around saying I'm getting sex. I got to watch what you say today. Everybody takes you literally. Anyway, Eileen Shapiro is wonderful, and her breasts, she wears fake tits in there. She's flat-chested. She's got these big rubber boobies that she puts in her bra. It's all one. Actually, we were playing basketball, and the ball broke, so we used one of her boobs
Yeah, right.
to shoot baskets.
It's hilarious.
Why did we go off?
Because our guest is getting ready to come in.
Good. I look at her. I warmed her up for this crazy show.
Hi, Rich Nana. Say something.
Hi,
Let's
guys.
Hey.
Hi to Hollywood.
I think I'm in love with you. I watched your video. Oh yeah, listen.
Wait, let's introduce her before you do that.
He busts my balls all the time with this bullshit.
Hang on. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the amazing, incredibly talented, and gorgeous hip hop rap artist, Rich Nana. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi.
Now may I speak, Lord and
Yes,
Master?
but we should introduce you. So this is my cool, outrageous co-host, Ron Russell.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I watched all your videos. Number
You
one,
are like two twins. You are always together.
Yes, we are.
listen. Number one, I freaked out over your age and what you look like. You look like 40 years younger than what you are, maybe 50 years younger than what you
Yeah.
are. I love the
Thank
fact.
you.
Hang on, and let me finish, then you can go. I love the fact that you had the balls to do what you do in your songs. They're outrageous. They're funny. And everybody should really look at your videos and buy your music because it's something to play when you have a party. You can tell your friends, "Hey, listen to this. It's really cool." I think you are outrageous, sensational, fabulous, and wonderful. And you're tomorrow's stuff. You're not today's stuff or yesterday's stuff. You're tomorrow's stuff. Now you go with it, sweetie.
And now she doesn't know what to say.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so many flowers. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I don't blow smoke up your ass. I tell the truth. If I didn't like you and I thought you sucked, I would just say, "Oh, look at your pretty long blonde hair."
So you guys, Rich Nana, and it's no secret, Rich Nana is 66.
I think she's outrageous, guys.
She's like the 66-year-old like Cardi B. She's fabulous. We have a chat room with a whole bunch of countries represented, so please say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hi.
And Eileen is there too. Say hi to Eileen.
And Eileen, hi.
What I love,
Eileen is my Fellini. It's my Fellini journalist. That's we need actually to give the journalist something like not only Pulitzer, some other special. I need to figure out what thing.
Rich Nana Award of Excellence.
A Lamborghini award or something like
Yes.
that. Golden Lambo. For the best journalism.
Also, what I loved in your video was all the Versace. I love that Versace bathing
Yeah.
suit. The black one with the gold scrolling on it. I love that
Oh,
suit.
look at this. You know everything.
What do you think? I'm lying?
So you guys listen
Yes, you know.
You want to see?
Even you wore some gorgeous Versace also.
Yeah, I love Versace. I have full. All my wardrobes are full of Versace and Balmain and everything. Oh my God.
So wait,
Wait, I have on right now a vintage Versace watch before he died.
Wow.
and it's in black with the round middle is in silver.
The Medusa.
And the
That looks
Medusa,
so great.
and
Yeah.
it's all etched in the Greek key, and it's all sterling silver and
You
a
see,
black
that's
lizard.
real. That's real. That's not like fake from Blink Empire, from this Anna. That's all real things you have there,
I bought this watch at Versace in Florida, down when he had the salon down
South
in
Beach.
South Beach, and I think I paid $600 or $700 for it back then. I was told right now I could probably get about 3,000 for it
Yeah,
because it's a
sure. It's
It's a
something
collector,
unique. Yeah.
but I'm not
Yeah,
selling
maybe
it.
only some pieces, like.
So
No.
you guys, this is Rich Nana. First of all, you can follow her on Instagram and Twitter. She's at the Rich Nana. She's also on TikTok, and her TikTok is I am Rich Nana. And she's got 2 singles out right now. One of them's called Papi Chulo, and the other one is called Thinking About It. And if you go to YouTube and just plug in Rich Nana, he loves Thinking About It. Watch the 2 videos,
Ah,
and it's Thinking About It is the lyrics is like all I do is think about sex.
You know what? They send me, Jimmy gives me a lot of videos to watch before I guess, come on. And I scan through it, and I go, 1, 2, 3, I got it. Screw it, we'll talk about it. Your video,
okay.
I think I played it 3 times because I loved it so much. It is so
Good.
wild. Oh, it is so wild. You are wild. And like I said, it's a tomorrow thinking, the lyrics, and it's funny. Everybody out there, please listen to Ron Russell. I do not lie. Go and watch her videos. You will pee your pants. They're fabulous. They're wonderful. I love them. You're my new thing this week. You're my number 1 of the week, girl.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to know
This
first.
guy, he looks like Tony Curtis. He's,
Yes.
That's what everybody.
his
And he was-
brother.
He was friends with Tony Curtis.
Very good friends with Tony. And I
Yeah.
said to Tony, Tony, people think I look like you. And he said, oh, no, they don't. He said he was better looking.
No, you look better. You look better than him.
Oh,
So okay, so I want to know, and everybody wants to know.
Yeah.
Number 1, how did you decide to become Rich Nana? Like, what was the thing that? Because I know you had a reality show. How did you decide? Like, I'm going to go be the next hip hop superstar.
Yeah, I decided because I was thinking, yeah, needs to be something new, and doing some new reality show maybe. So I need to find myself new, and I didn't know how to find myself new because I'm already old, and I find myself new in my life already maybe 5 times. So yeah, and I was thinking, why not we're doing like rap, because the young people love that. So you can just bring the young generation to you, and the old one they will say wow, and the young one will say fly. So it's good, yeah.
now, are you Cuban or South American or Brazilian? I can't get the accent quite right.
You mean me? I'm actually born in Czech Republic,
Where?
and
Czech
I
Republic.
grew up in
Czech
Germany.
Republic. You have a Spanish accent.
Yeah,
No, she didn't.
Spanish, but I live in Spain. You have a Spanish accent, really?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I
No,
think,
no, 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 no. She sings. She sings as she speaks. And that's Spanish people do. Like, oh, really?
Like that. But the French, they do that also. Oui.
You could have a French accent too.
she
I
grew
don't
up
know
in
what's
Germany.
that. It's
I
something
loved
like
it.
that.
I loved your video shot in Cuba. It was very interesting.
That was nice. Maybe from there, maybe the accent, was just blowing up in me, from all these guys there, all this. And all these drinks in Floridita, So yeah,
Whatever
maybe
the
I
ac-
speak a little bit Spanish there from there,
Whatever accent you have, it is absolutely charming. Now back to your
Thank
video.
you.
Back to your video. Everybody out there, we have 4.5 million people watching right now. So I want to tell all these people, the woman you see here is not the woman you see in the video. Trust me. This woman is very normal and very well spoken and dressed very normally. In the video, she's got on some of the most outrageous clothing, her headpieces, music, beat. What kind of music is it? It's not
It's
really
hip-hop.
rap. What's hip hop?
It's something.
Right.
It's some like hip hop things. I don't know. It's something like something unique. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I love it because I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of hip hop. Your
Yeah.
music I love because it almost sounds to me like reggae, hip hop, modern. It's got a
You
wonderful
take
beat to it.
something from everything, and now I will do something like maybe something with a Latino style. I just look around for a Latino style,
Right,
like I don't
right.
know.
Well, the next video you do, you should put Eileen Shapiro in it wearing pasties.
I
And
have
I
already
think,
done my rich video. It's already finished. It's already by coloring now.
okay.
Yeah, it's already
So
by
wait,
coloring and will be out end of February.
so tell us, how did Rich Nana? How did you come up with the name Rich Nana?
So we was in a restaurant, in a nice restaurant in Cuba with my producer Sherry and with Brooklyn J, my choreographer, and with my Gil Green, my Nado Fellini, So we was there and we had lunch, and then I told him, but I don't have a name, and he told me that was Gil Green. He say, Foxy Brown. I say, I don't know Foxy Brown.
Oh, I
Who's
love
that?
Foxy Brown.
That's a rapper, this guy, it's a rapper. And she was always singing Il Nana or something like that. And she was so famous and everybody want to be Nana. Yes, and so that was the way we find the name, just by a lunch in 5 minutes.
You know what? She had an album, and it was a big, huge selling album. I used to listen to Foxy Brown all the time. And you know that Nana is a slang term for another word to call a cat a kitty.
You mean pussy?
Yeah, Nana means
Yeah,
pussy.
that's what they say. That's what they say. But who cares? Who cares? Look,
So that's
nobody
why
cares.
when
Everybody want that. Everybody want that. Everybody want to be that. So that's the good. I'm that. In
But
Spanish, Nana, it's a granny. I mean, it's everybody has also Nana. The kids, they have Nana. So so actually the young guys will love me because of the Nada Nana, and the kids will love me because I'm the Nana. So
Wait a minute. I feel bad because we Italians, when we go to sleep, we say to our children, now let's go Nana. And I said to Eileen Shapiro once, let's go Nana. And she tore up her panties. Now I know why she did that.
yeah, but that's
I'm
good.
bad. I'm like you. I'm bad. That's why I love you so much. When I listen to your music and your lyrics, I was smiling and I was so enjoying it because you make fun of things that people are afraid to say. You bring it out in such a beautiful way. I love you. Your video is visually beautiful. The black men, the Hispanic men are all gorgeous with muscles,
Yeah, they look so
big
good.
crotches. So it's something for everybody to see. Please, everybody out there, go wherever our videos are after our show and watch them. You're gonna love them. She's the new outrageous person.
You guys too. Poppy Chulo, when she was talking about Gills Green, told her about Foxy Brown. Gills Green directed Poppy Chulo. He's also worked with Camila Cabello, Nicki Minaj, Neo, Jason Derulo. I mean, he's like a list director. And the videos are shot just like you would expect from an A-list director.
And I think you're going to beat all of these people out. You're going to be the more famous than any of them. Oh,
Really?
Yes, because you have a whole new approach on the music. The sound is different. The video is just so beautiful. I mean, all that Versace and the hairdos and you look sensational. It's like a fantasy video with unusual music. I truly enjoyed it.
If you guys watch Rich Nana on Instagram, go to her, the Rich Nana on Instagram. You get to see her in all her different fun outfits because she posts all kinds of stuff. She's got a huge Instagram following, and it's a lot of fun.
So years ago, people did this in the business. They gave you costumes. They gave you something to look at. Then we went into some kind of a slob period where everybody looked like shit, wore ripped dungarees and a sweatshirt and performed. And it was dull. It was boring. Nobody wanted to look at it. Now, she has brought back the glamour of Hollywood and the glamour of the world. Because her jumpsuits are stunning. Her body is beautiful. Her headpieces, everything is just very pretty. I approve of you a lot. I'm a bitch to satisfy. I'm not easy. Oh, I don't satisfy easily. Trust me.
So
I'm 80 years old. I've seen it all. and most of it's boring. And you came along and you're fresh and exciting. And thank you. I watched it just an hour ago and I was saying to Jimmy, oh my God, she's outrageous. I love her. I said, I hope she's nice. You are nice. So now we have a nice lady who does a beautiful job.
Okay, so now I have another question. Okay, so
Mhm.
you became Rich Nana. Did you even listen to hip hop before that? Like, who were some of the hip hop artists that you have ever liked in your life?
Yeah, I was like listening to all these ladies. I mean, like to Minaj, like Cardi, like Doja Cat. She was just coming out right now. I didn't know about her before, but this year Doja Cat came out, and
I
then
love Doja Cat. I love
and
Doja Cat.
also to the other. And yeah, I was thinking I will do something like that. And I find some guys, like in Germany, and the guy from Atlanta that helps me with this nasty lyrics. So yeah, so sometimes I was thinking I even don't know what I sing about. So I asked him twice because they was laughing in the studio, and then they told me, because I have 7 songs and they have such bad words. All these words are in there. But when you are like a rapper, you not need to shame about that what you say, because all of them they talk like that, so dirty, so nasty. So why not? And they told me Cardi B, she also sing about this and that. You just do that and don't care. What will come good. So and now we have all these results here. Mm-hmm.
I love
Okay.
it.
Now listen, I want to tell
Ask her
you,
what
I
the
want to
lyrics
tell
are.
you one thing. I'm famous for having a dirty mouth. But people say Ron uses words, but he's not vulgar. There's a difference between being vulgar and using curse words. Your music and your lyrics are not vulgar. Okay, there's a difference. Vulgar comes off when it's sleazy and cheesy and sort of degenerate. You and I don't do that. We just use words in a way that is so happy and fun. They're not vulgar. So just remember that. Keep that in mind. You are not
Yeah,
vulgar.
then it's fine. Yeah.
Actually, it says I read an interview with you. It says that you're all about like empowering and inspiring and motivating women, and you talk about things that like people are afraid to talk about.
Yeah,
Because
but
women.
why they should afraid to talk about? I mean, when I was young, I was listening to Howard Stern. He's the same age like me, and everybody was saying, "Oh my God, how this Howard can speak about these things in radio? This is crazy. Don't listen to his radio." And I mean, he has his biggest radio all these years. So we not need to be afraid about nothing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I
What
agree with you. People are shocked by my mouth. We talk about everything on our show. But we know who to do it with. Certain guests, we have to be very clean and sophisticated because they're pussies. But if we have somebody that's like you, hip and fabulous and fun, then we go all out. We don't care. We make a good show when we have guests like you.
so what's the chorus? Can you tell what's the chorus of thinking about it? Can you say the
You
chorus?
what?
The chorus of thinking about it. All I do is think about
Yeah, or
sex.
they think about sex. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
love the
is. It is.
lyrics.
But we did also a clean version. Or they think about checks. So it's the same. You can you need to also think about checks. Not all the day about sex, because you need also something like nice car and a good restaurant and a nice house. So we did a clean version, and that's it. That's all they think about checks. So both is nice.
It's okay. It's nice to
Well,
have sex and the nice cars
no.
in the houses.
We need
What is
both. Or
Yes,
the
we need
sex in
both.
the nice car, or you know what I mean, or
well?
on the nice car. The
What
sex
is
on the Lambo, or I don't know. Hmm?
what a smart woman does is she has great sex with the checks and gets his
Also,
money and lives rich.
that's true, because who will think about how to pay his next bills. And exactly in this time, I mean, it's really crazy. So, guys, just you know, we just need to go forward, in the next year. I hope everything will be fine and boom, and we can enjoy our life 100% again.
Absolutely.
Now you're an international woman. Where is it that you call home?
I'm at home in Spain, in Marbella, which is actually a little bit same like California. It's full of palm tree, nice hotels. It looks really like somewhere Santa Barbara or something like that. Yeah. And I live also in Switzerland, so Switzerland actually cold, and
Right.
yeah.
I've traveled through Spain, and I loved it. Basque country was beautiful because I drove down from France, went to Saint-Tropez, and then I drove all the way down to
Yeah,
Spain.
so
Then
wow.
I went to Madrid, and then all the way down to the south of Spain, and it was magnificent. The food was so good, the wine was good, everything was good, and the men were so gorgeous. I mean, oh my God, those Spanish men, their milk white skin, jet black eyes and hair, handsome as
Yeah.
hell, beautiful Spanish men.
And
I
they're
was
nice. They have a nice character, the guys here, like
right.
yeah, like actually you feel here like in LA or somewhere in Miami, So yeah, it's a Miami feeling here anyway. So I hope you guys when we can fly, you come visit me and I come visit you over there, in Palm Springs. Palm
Absolutely.
Where
Springs, I celebrate my 32 birthday. Yeah. I was there exactly on 13 April. I can remember. My God, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was born in Miami, so I'm from Miami. I was born in Miami,
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
I love it there. And so one thing I noticed too about all the things like Rich Nana, when you're performing and everything about you, you're selling like a lifestyle, like a Rich Nana lifestyle. So talk about that a little bit. Like, did you? I mean, videos and the pictures with the Ferrari and the fans over your coochie and all this like lavish stuff everywhere is basically like a Rich Nana hip hop like lifestyle.
Yeah, it is. It is my lifestyle. I mean, do not fake nothing. That's the way I live. So people have to see the way I live. I mean, yeah, in the morning, I don't look stylish because I gonna wake up and then I go shopping and I gonna cook for my friends and I do some sports. But when we go out, yeah, we style us, and we just really have a nice parties with my friends. And all my friends, they are young, actually. They are maximum like 35 years old. Can you
Me
imagine?
too. All of our friends are young. You know what I really got off from in your video? Your rhinestone Dolce and Gabbana sunglasses, and one is a D and one is a G for each eye.
Yeah,
How much were they? They had to be like $1,000.
they are like thousand. Yeah, I have a pink
Those are
one. I
expensive.
have a black one. Yeah, and then I have something like when I gonna buy something, and they have them in different colors. Then I need the black and the pink. So yeah, actually,
Gosh,
I was happy they don't have them in green. Like when
I
I was
love them. They were
like when I
beautiful.
buy my Birkin box or green box, oh, I need the green and the black and the orange and the brown, and I have another brown, and I don't know. I have really so many and so much colors from everything. I'm a little bit crazy, that's true, but yeah,
No,
who is not?
you only live once. Enjoy it. If you
That's
can do it,
true.
do it. If you can't do it, you can't do it. But you can do it, so do it. What, you're going to put it in the bank for the government to take?
Can you imagine? Yeah, and you never know what's happened tomorrow. Look, people can be sick, or I don't know. Sometimes things happen. So you need to enjoy. Swiss people, they can't enjoy. They are not like Americans. The shame about to when they buy something nice car. They shame about because
Well, then
because the other
modest.
guys they are jealous. They are not happy for them. Nobody is
Oh,
happy
I'm
for
always
somebody.
happy.
They are a little
Now
bit
let,
funny.
now let me hear something about your love life. Who's in your life right now? You got a gorgeous 30-year-old beautiful guy or what?
He's 48.
That's good.
Oh, he's very old. I think I need to change him. Oh, guys, just stay mute because I need to change my one. He's a little
Good,
bit
good.
old, yeah, and he got gray hair. Can you
Jimmy,
imagine?
I'm 80 and Jimmy's 55,
56.
56. So I believe in getting them young.
No, then he keep you young, I think.
She
He
said,
She
keep
said,
you
like, no,
young.
actually, he keeps me young, actually. He's younger than I am, even though he's 80. He's like you, very free-spirited, and he would go out every night. If he could go out, if there was something to do,
Really?
he would go out every
Crazy.
night. Yes,
Like I
he's a
need to take
party.
you out night here in clubs here. I need to take you out.
He would love it.
Yeah.
my whole life has been spent in discos and gay bars with dancing clubs, everywhere where there was music and people and exciting people, from Truman Capote down to God, the other one with the white hair that I did, Andy Warhol, Liza Minnelli, who I don't like. But anyway, I knew all of them at Studio 54, and that was probably one of the most exciting times of my life, was going to 54, because it was the most fantastic fantasy world you could go into. Did you ever go to Studio 54?
Yeah, and Ron, you see, this generation, this young generation, they even don't have party times like that. The parties are nice, but it's not so wow like there. All these guys with this Angels Wick and all this showtime there. That was really so wonderful, and all these people there. You was like, I don't know where, you was like in a Hollywood movie, because we just came in, and then when you go down, what was there. Oh my God. When you go down, oh, I tell
You mean
you.
down in the cellar?
Yeah, in a VIP.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
going down in the cellar, you had to be selected. And if you,
Yeah.
I was young and good looking and tall and thin, so they would select me to go down in the cellar. And I
You
went down
see,
once. No,
they
wait,
just eat you there, I think.
when
I'm glad that you are all everything is on you, because otherwise I was thinking they're gonna eat you there and there will be nothing for
no,
you anymore.
when I went down in the cellar and I found out what they expected of me, I quickly went back upstairs, because I just thought, listen, I'm not a hooker, I'm not a whore. If I want to do it, I'll do it, but I don't want to be steered down there, under a lie and then, perform. No, I wasn't going to do that. But that's what went on in the cellar. It was sex after sex. It was disgusting. It was wonderful.
Oh man, this is
I
crazy.
love
I,
it.
I had such
So
fun.
we had a good time. We can talk about, and these young people, yeah, they have also a good time, yeah. But mm, I don't know. So we had all these things, and I remember also other things like in France, and as you say in Saint Tropez, wonderful people there and everything. Yeah. So yeah, but we can also go out with these young guys today. Why not? It's
Are
also
you
nice
kidding?
parties.
I make movies. I just finished, I think, 4 or 5 films, and everybody in the films were between 30 and 45 years old, even the directors and some of the producers. So I'm surrounded by young people, and they love me because they don't think of me as an old man. You know, they think of me
Yeah,
as a freak, because I'm
yeah,
very
yeah,
young
yeah. Why
for
not?
my
Why not?
age.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
My age, I'm very young. So if I was an old goat, they wouldn't want to be in my company. But no, I shock them. I'm hipper than they are. And I'm more open-minded than some of them. They blush for me when I
It's
open my
true.
mouth.
That's true.
That's what it is. C'est la vie. Woo.
Yeah, that's true. C'est la vie. That's a good word. Yeah,
C'est la vie.
I need to put this word in my new song. Yeah,
Yes, c'est la vie, mon
it's a
cher.
good
Also,
one.
tell everybody a little bit. So you did a new song. It hasn't come out yet.
What's that cracking?
I was fortunate enough to be able to hear it, and you did a song with Snoop Dogg. Can you tell us a little bit about the song you did with Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, so I have a song with Snoop Dogg called Money, and then he did also his part already. It's finished, and we do change the video because we can fly and he can fly, and he will be never flying here, because he flies on only with a private jet with another 15 guys, with all his
Posse.
entourage.
Yes, his entourage.
Yeah, so I need to find a little Snoop, like a puppet or something, that I can like play with or something. Or I can like give him a joint, or we're gonna just smoke a joint together. I have no idea. So we will figure out what we can do in the video. Hmm.
Can't get
Now, have you
monogamous.
been this way all of your life, a free spirit?
Oh, leave me
Pardon?
alone away.
Have you been a free spirit all of your life?
All my life. I had never a boss. I had never somebody that tell me what should I do. When I was 15, I say to my mom, "Look, this Prague is so boring here. The borders are open. I think we have to go." And she said, "But honey, where we should go? It's so nice here, and that's our home. That's our home." I say, "What a home here! I want another home. You know, we not need to stay here where we was born, and then I gonna die here. I can kill myself right now." And I was in a puberty. I was 15, and she say, "Okay, then okay, my child, my God, I don't want that you kill yourself. Then we go where you wanna go." I say, "You just check where the buses go and when the borders are open." And she said, "Yeah, the bus is going from Prague to Germany." I say, "Okay, then just let us take this bus and we go, okay?" So I was really all the time just such a free, and from one minute to the other, I just decide what's going on. Yeah, also the same with my songs and with the videos. Yeah, nobody told me what should I do, and I was just picking up the best guys for my videos, and now I pick up Snoop Dogg. Yeah, and then I pick up another guy. His name is Malimal. He will do another song for me. He's also such a crazy guy from Las Vegas. He's the producer from Justin Bieber, Tyga, or Maluma. So he will do a song for me that will be the number 4 or 5, which we will release this year.
It's going to be great. Now, a personal question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I feel you have a lot of money just by the fact that you buy $1,000 sunglasses. How did you, were you rich all of your life, or did you make your own money? Were you poor once and then got rich? Or were
No,
you
I
born?
was I was not rich because I mean, uh, we in a communism, we was not rich, so we came and to Germany, and the life I was suspect was not a millionaires like in Hollywood movies. I need to start to clean some clubs, like the toilets from the clubs and the bars. When the clubs close at 6 o'clock in the morning, so me and my mom, we was going there, and we start to clean there. So I was 15, and I was actually a cleaning girl. But yeah, but then later I was lucky. I met a rich guy, and he died, and then so yeah, so it was, everything comes one to the other. And then I was working with real estate, so I buy a house, wonderful villa, and they came really, really up so quick because I buy them like 1991, where the prices was really broken down.
Right.
So I sell that in 2000 and buy another one in a townhouse. So yeah,
You speculated.
so like that. So I
Good.
came to my money step by step, and now when I'm 66, so I just enjoy my life like it is. I help also young people, young stylists, or other guys, photographers. So I pay them that they can make money.
Do you have any children?
No, I not have children. No, no, no.
Have a dog? You
Pardon?
have a dog?
No, I had a dog. I had a Yorkshire. No, I have my husband. That's enough. And actually,
I have my
no,
husband.
I
That's
never
enough.
feel alone. The point is when you have all these crazy ideas and all these crazy things that you're gonna do this year or next year, you never feel alone because you have all these young guys behind you. They always
I know, I know, I
WhatsApp,
know.
clink, 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 clink all the day. WhatsApp.
Also, you did a reality show. I think I read it in an interview where you did a reality show and you didn't get paid. You did it for exposure, and then they were making so much money that you went out and did your own reality show.
I don't know. Tell me again.
Okay, so you did a reality show sometime,
Yeah.
I guess, and I
Yeah, in
read that you
Switzerland, in Germany. Yeah,
I,
about
re-
me. Yeah.
and I read that you didn't get paid. You did it for exposure, but they made so much money that then you went out and made your own reality show because
Yeah,
they were making
that
so
was
much
the
money on
point.
you.
That was the point because they just take me to the show, and I mean they don't give me money because they just say, look, we make you famous, So, yeah. So it start like that, and then when they was alone, I figure out that they do like 2,000 for 1 minute. And I mean, so and the show was like each week like 30 minutes. So I was thinking, what is this?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and they don't pay me. I mean, they give me dress, wonderful designer dress and everything, and like that. And I was in the show, and I became famous, and that was fine. I opened a club, and everybody came to the club because I was famous because of the TV. Yeah, but after I figure out I gonna do that by myself. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I would
So
like
that's
the
what we wanna do.
2,000.
Yeah.
2,000 a minute is nice also.
2,000 a minute, no limit. Yeah, that's really crazy.
No limit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice also. So now what is your hopes for the future? What is it you dream about doing in the next 10 years?
Next 10 years, I will do the same like now. We'll meet these young guys and do all these songs, and have my show and, and nerve them nonstop. Yeah, because sometimes I nerve them and they say, you are not tired. I say, me and tired? What's that?
No,
I
you're
say, guys,
going to be like me when you're 80. You're going to be running around like me and doing everything that we did all our lives. You have spirit, a personality. You have an electricity in you that'll never go. It'll never go away. You could be 90 years old. You'll still be in high heels running around singing.
I think so. That's why
I
I'm
know.
happy.
I know so. I know so.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. And to be creative actually keep us also, like fresh, like you know what I mean. It keeps
So,
you like young.
you just gotta stay with the moment. If you leave the moment, you become history. And I stay in the moment. I learn what's going on. I learn to appreciate and like everything the young people do. I am a 30-year-old, no, I'm a 25-year-old, 80-year-old man, if you get what I mean. I look in the mirror, I see an old bag looking back at me, but when I'm in bed, laying down, I think I'm 25.
But
What do
you
you
look
think?
so good. You look so great. Wow, your
Yeah.
hair and everything, really. You look like a movie star. I think I need to bring you to my reality show, really.
Gladly, I'd love to, because I'd do anything with you, because I think you're terrific.
Yeah,
You know,
then when you can fly, you need to come to Marbella because we have this big villa here and we have all these people there.
sure
And you can
would be
maybe explain to the young guys, what to do when they won't have own, like maybe own show or something, or you can explain to them, what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I would love to. I am an advocate, a person who is out there saying to everybody, just because you're 80 years old, don't think you have to sit in a chair and die. 80-year-old people can dress. I dress young. I wear clothes that 30-year-olds wear. I act 30. I feel 30. The moment you
He's
begin,
still working like a
yeah,
30-year-old.
I'm still working. Like I work around. I mean, I'm making movies. I'm making television. I do everything. So because you're old doesn't mean you have to stop. And you're a good example of that. And you're not even old yet. Wait till you get to my age. You're going to still be out there jumping around, singing and making money.
Yeah,
I know it.
really. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
do
know
that.
it. You're never going to be an old lady sitting in a rocking chair with a cat and a canary. Never.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe because I don't have children. Maybe with these children you feel like old because they grow up. Can you imagine? I have maybe a child like 45.
I have two.
God.
I have
And-
two
and-
children. My eldest daughter will be 54 next Monday. or 53,
No, 52.
Ah,
52,
Monday.
Monday. And I tell her, Leslie, you must never tell your age because I tell people I'm 50. So how could you be my daughter and be 52?
dentist doesn't work. Yeah, how you get there?
The math doesn't add
Wow,
up.
incredible. With the age of 1 year, he was already feeling sexy.
You are
Really?
absolutely, you are a hoot. I would love to spend time with you. If ever you come to Palm Springs, you must call us.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
me
see,
too. I as
I
soon
would
I
love
can
to have,
fly, really.
I would love to go partying with you one night. You've got to be a blast. Got to be an inspiration and fun. And now Palm Springs, everybody's kind of reserved. They're kind of boring, and we need some fun people here, lively people.
Yeah,
You
why not?
know
I
Palm
was there.
Springs.
There was all these old cars, these cabrios. When I was there, like 1995, Palm Springs was full of Excaliburs. We just came from Switzerland, and all the street was full of Excaliburs, white and blue, and oh my God! So me and my girlfriend, we just, wow, what's that here? It's not like in LA. It's so stylish.
Absolutely.
Palm Springs is very beautiful. But not as beautiful as parts of Europe. I mean, I've traveled Europe extensively. I lived there for a year. My father and mother were punishing me, so they sent me to Genoa, Italy, to stay with my grandmother, who was a witch. My grandmother was so strong and so tough with me. But I got around her. And in the year that I lived in Italy, I traveled extensively all through Europe. And I know the difference between America and Europe, and there's a big difference. Europe has far more style, class, sophistication. People there dress better, food is better, and some of the scenery is far better than here. Although we have Colorado and Canada, places like that that are beautiful. But there's nothing like Saint Tropez or Genoa, down I can't think of it right now. Ventimiglia, all those places, the Italian Riviera.
Yeah,
Nice.
Ventimiglia, yeah.
Yeah, I love Nice. I love
Yeah.
Monte Carlo. I love Cannes. I love all of it. It's
So
all
hold
much
on, because
beautiful.
we got another guest getting ready to come on. So first of all, you guys, this
Oh,
is Rich Nana. You want to follow her on Instagram and Twitter? She's at the Rich Nana. If you follow her on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, she's I am Rich Nana. Her videos are Papi Chulo and thinking about it. All you have to do is go on YouTube and type in Rich Nana. Just type in Rich Nana and they'll come up.
and I guarantee you're going to watch that video 2 or 3
You
times
guys will love the
because
videos.
it's so visual. She's so fabulous in it. Uh, and as I said before, I don't lie. I don't make people feel good when I think they stink. If you were crappy and you were no talent and your video was shitty, wouldn't push it because I'm not going to ruin my name to make you feel good. But happy to say that, yeah, my name isn't going to be ruined when people see your video because I truly think it's a trip.
I
An
love the tiara that
absolute,
says Queen. I love the
it's
tiara
an
that says Queen.
absolute, I mean, the gay people are going to go crazy for you because you're every drag queen's dream. You're really like a man in drag. You're just wonderful. You're all of that excitement, all of that wonderfulness. And gays are going to love you. And you know what they say? If the gays love you, then after come the straights. First the gays, then the straights. So you're going to be in for a big, big career.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, you guys. So this is Rich Nana. Check out all her stuff. Definitely follow her on Instagram. You can see how the Rich Nana lifestyle because it's fabulous. We want to thank
Look
you.
at her, how fabulous.
I know.
67. Would you believe it?
66.
66. Would you believe she's 66?
Never in a million
Look
years.
at how much sei bella, come sei proprio bella.
Grazie, Ron.
So we want to say thank you for coming on the show, Rich Nana. Congratulations on all your success, and we look forward to more music coming out. All right, thank
See
you.
soon. Bye bye.
Absolutely.
Bye,
Bye.
bye, darling. Bye, sweetie. She
Yay.
is absolutely, probably delight. To be her age, if she may even be a little older, who knows if she doesn't cut back. Let's say that her age is true. She looks wonderful. She only enforces what I say. Don't get old, folks. Don't let it happen. Because when you get old, the body gets the message and it says, okay, checkout time. Stay as young as you can. Be young. Go dancing, sing. Be a teenager forever, and you'll live to be 100.
So real quick, we got to do it because our next guest is here. We got to do a quick commercial. You guys can listen to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell Wednesdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Pacific time, or 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time on W4CY Radio. We're also on K4HD Radio in LA, Jackalope Radio in Kansas City, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audio Boom, Podomatic, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spreaker, Apple TV, Podbean, Spotify, Pandora. On TV, we're on YouTube, Roku, Vimeo, Jimmy Star's World Television, and Comcast. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Last week, we had a great time also with Morgan Fairchild and the Super Group Halloween Jack.
Another great beauty at 71. My God, was she gorgeous. And so sweet. I'm looking forward to being in Morgan's company again.
It was fabulous. So now we're going to bring on our next guest.
Yeah.
And hopefully everything is going good. Hello. Sandy Johnson, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Fantastic. All right. I wanted to make sure we could hear you before I introduce you. So here we go. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Incredibly awesome Sandy Johnson. We're going to tell you why she's awesome in just a minute, but hello and welcome to our show.
Hello there.
Hey, how are you?
So this is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Ron Russell.
I promised our male viewers there'd be some cleavage because I saw your publicity shots, and there you go. And you have a nice rack. So I told Dave Hughes.
Who's in the chat room now, by the way.
Dave Hughes is a pervert. He's one of our biggest fans. He lives in England, and he only comes on our show when there's cleavage, and he loves all women. Oh, so just lower that neck again.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at Dave. Look how beautiful she is with that nice cleavage. Dave is finished. He goes very fast.
Okay, so we have a chat room too, then filled with all kinds of people. Just say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, everybody.
And then we have two special people. One of them is Angela Joseph, who I think you probably know. I'm not sure if you do or not.
A great buddy of mine.
And we also have Don Hinton. So say hi to Angela and Don, because they're probably our two biggest horror movie fans in the show, in the actual chat room.
Don.
There you go.
And they're both sweethearts.
Thanks for being here.
So let me
they're nice people.
They're fabulous. The reason is I thought that maybe like Angela might have been doing something on that Volpe's Lust for Revenge movie that you're going to be doing this year. I think I'm not sure. I thought I might be making that up, so I'm not sure. But anyway, let me tell everybody a little bit about you, and then we'll start going. So first of all, you guys, Sandy, who's actually like super intellectual now, but she in the 70s she was an actress, a Playboy model. She was the Playmate of the Month in June 1974, and she used that to become Judith Myers, Michael Myers' ill-fated sister, who gets brutally murdered by her crazed younger brother during the starting opening sequence of the original John Carpenter film Halloween. Which, I mean, since that Halloween is probably the most iconic horror film in history, and it's definitely had the most success considering that there's a new one, coming out all the time. The fact that you're in it. So I want to start there. I want to talk a little bit about that.
Before you go any further, what year were you the centerfold in Playboy so Dave Hughes could go out and get a copy?
June 1974.
Wait, June?
Yeah, Miss June 1974.
Okay, June. Dave, go into eBay and see if you can get a 1974 copy, June, of her naked, baby. I don't want to disappoint him. I wrote on my Facebook page, today's show is going to be great. It's going to be all tits and ass. Our first guest is so sexy. In her video, she got tits hanging out, everything.
She's 66.
She's 66 and gorgeous, but she came on our show in a high neck with a jacket and glasses. So, I made you look like a fool because I promised tits and ass. So everybody go on eBay, get the back copy of June 77?
June 74.
74, and take a peek.
So first of all, too, you guys, so Sandy is on Instagram. You can follow her. She's at Unicorn Sandy J. And if you go to www.unicornsandyj.com, that's her website. And then she's got all kinds of cool stuff in it, talking about the different movies and stuff she's been in. And we're going to talk about them. But before we talk about them, I just want to talk a little bit. So were you a horror movie fan, first of all, when you got picked out for that?
I was. I've always liked horror movies. Sleepovers when I was a kid always involved horror movies and a bunch of girls all huddled together screaming and doing seances and stuff. So yes, always a horror fan.
I love it. And I guess when you did Halloween, nobody knew that it was going to be like the sensation, 30 years, or I don't know, yeah, it's like 40 years
She-
later.
She was
40 years later.
You were in
40
the
or
original.
40
Yeah, she's in the
You
original.
now.
were in the, you were in the original.
Yeah, she's in the original.
Look, hey, let me tell you, you look great. Because I know
Thank you.
I'm putting age on you now, and I remember I was 30 when that movie came out, and now I'm 80. So boy, oh boy, you
Not
look
40. You would have been 40.
40. You look great.
Thank you.
Pass the secret on to some of the old bags out there that are watching us that are saying, "What? She was in the original Halloween? It can't be true."
Oh my gosh, in the chat room too. Dawn, who I had you say, she's like, because Dawn is like the biggest horror movie fan. We actually met her. She's a wonderful lady, and we met her at a premiere of a movie in LA called Crepitus, which really wasn't a good movie, but that's how we met Angela. Also, actually, we met Angela and Dawn both at this premiere,
Same
and they're
time.
both fabulous. And so I'm a huge horror movie fan. I collect horror movie memorabilia, and when we started this show's 14 years old. And when I started, it started out all horror. So like we had Robert Englund and Doug Bradley. We've had all the horror people like on the show. And then Ron came on the show and we became more mainstream that we do just celebrities now. It doesn't really matter if they're in horror or pop culture.
But I'm in horror movies.
But he's in a bunch of horror movies.
I just finished 4 of them. I have 6 more to go.
Wow.
Yeah, I just wish they would. They need an old bag. Like I played fathers and school teachers.
He plays generals.
Crappy roles. Nothing exciting. Nothing romantic. I play the roles that they had to write an old bag in. But anyway, I wish they would give us better scripts. Don't you agree?
Yes.
I mean, it's the same fucking script over and over again. 10 people go to a camp, and 10 people get killed one by one. And 10 people go to the moon, and 10 people get killed. Then they go out west to Cowboy Town. And it's the same script over and over. So I get confused. Sometimes I say, okay, I'm an old bag in which movie? I wish they'd give me a good script. People my age do have stories and great stories. If they would only write about them and let us perform them, we may find a new surge in the business. Now, you're not old yet, but you're on your way. So don't you want to work when you're my age?
She's working now.
Of course I do.
She's far younger than I am.
Of course she is.
Medusa is younger than I am. But, I mean, you want to work into your 80s. Don't you want better scripts that make your character better than just
Absolutely.
scenery? I speak. I'm waiting. I think Joe Kelly is going to have something exciting for me. Right, Angie, baby? I think he's going to. No, I think Joe Kelly is going to write something really exciting.
Okay, so let's go back to her.
Joseph Kelly.
So she's got 2 movies coming out. So let's talk. So first of all, basically all the movies that you were in the 70s, we have one called Gas Pump Girls, which I read this.
Isn't Sadie in that?
No.
Somebody we know was
Sadie wasn't born in 1979.
No, but there's somebody we know that was in Gas Pump Gals, because I remember doing an interview.
Gas
with her.
Pump Girls. I'm not. Oh, actually,
I'm right.
actually,
Kirsten Bates.
no, actually, we have had one person on, but I don't know if the Gas Pump Girls was the one that she was in.
Yeah, she was in Gas Pump Girls. I can't forget that title.
Hang on, I'll tell you.
Who
Hold on.
would?
No, we had. Now I forgot her name. She's with Joe Williamson, and her name is. Let's see. I don't know if it's one of the movies that you were in because I saw her name on it. Her name is.
I remember the title.
No, it's not that one. It wasn't that one though. I think it's in Hots. Hots. Yes, Lisa London was in Hots, so it's Hots, not Gas Pump Girls. Let's go back. Okay, so because I was trying to make a point that you totally wrecked. My point was you were smoking
fuck
super.
you, too.
You were super smoking hot. You were absolutely gorgeous and stunning. You did like Gas Pump Girls. Wasn't it? I think it was about a competing gas station, like a modern one against from a regular one, and so they had all the like super hot girls as the Gas Pump Girls, kind of something like that, right?
Right. The Kirsten Baker, who was also in Friday the 13th, her uncle owns an old gas station, and he gets very sick, and the new modern gas station across the street is trying to put him out of business. So she pulls all of her girlfriends in, and we wait on all of the cars, scantily dressed. And so we get all of the business coming to save her uncle's gas station.
I'm pretty sure I saw that. Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw that. Then we did HOTS, which I don't know if it's H.O.T.H.O.T.S, and that's basically like a cool. So that's kind of like a before National Lampoon, kind of like a sorority, like Beautiful Girls in Sorority type thing, kind of like pre-National Lampoon.
Was it Lorene Landon who washed the car in one of her movies with hot shorts, hot pants, and just a bra top? She was rubbing her body all over the car while she was walking. Somebody who came on our show.
I don't know who.
I forgot who she was now. The sexiest thing I ever saw was washing a car. She got all wet and her nipples.
It doesn't matter.
Who was it?
I don't know, but let's not worry
I
about
want
that.
to make Dave feel good. I got to, if he's masturbating, I got to give him
Dave,
panties.
don't worry about it. Go easy here. All right, so then we have Jokes My Folks Never Told Me, Surfer Girls. So basically, you basically did play. I heard a story. I forgot. Sherry Nelson or somebody told me. Like, how did you actually do the Playboy thing? Like, you got into that because you needed money for something.
Right. My dad was sick with cancer, and he wanted to go. There was a treatment you might remember it. You guys are old enough to remember. It was called Leotrel, and it was from peach seeds. But it was only available in Mexico. So my dad wanted to try it because he wasn't doing well, and he didn't have the money, and I didn't have the money. So someone suggested that I do Playboy. So I did Playboy, and so that I could use that money to help him go to Mexico and try the Leotrel.
What a fabulous story, actually.
You're a good girl. One day you'll be rewarded. Oh, no, when you do something like that, you'll be rewarded.
I think that's fabulous. So then,
wait a minute. What's your measurements that you did a Playboy? Because you could be flat-chested. Arlene Dahl was flat-chested. I knew Arlene I still know Arlene Dahl, big movie star, and she had little boobies. When they shot her in Playboy, they shot her with stuffed dolls in front of her boobs, like teddy bears and stuff. They only showed her ass because she had a nice ass. So with you, how much did they show of you?
How much did they show of me?
Yeah,
you said?
Completely
topless. I was, yes.
But then you have a good back, like I suspect you do. Did you feel? What did your father think of that? I mean, I would have felt guilty saying.
My father didn't actually know. My father didn't know that I did that. I don't think he would have liked it, so I didn't want him to know because I just needed to do it.
Good girl, smart.
But then you parlayed that into like getting in. So was Halloween the first film that you did?
The first film I did, I think, was Surfer Girls, and then I did Jokes My Folks Never Told Me, and I think I did Gas Pump Girls and Halloween the same year, and I think HOTS was the last one.
So when you did Halloween, did you go to the theater and watch Halloween in the theaters? Did you watch yourself get killed on screen?
How'd you get killed? I'm not familiar with the movie so many years ago. How'd you get killed?
She gets killed. You're the very first person, right, to ever get killed in a Halloween movie.
Tell me how she got killed. How'd you get killed?
Yeah, I'm Michael's first kill when he was still a little boy. He's my little brother.
So was he kill you, stab you, shoot you, chop you up?
Stabbing. Usually Michael's a stabber.
Yeah, Michael Myers stabs everybody.
Yeah. 2 movies ago, I got eaten by a gigantic rat.
Ooh,
Joe Castro built a rat the size of a Volkswagen. And when we went on the set and I saw it, it wasn't lit up or anything. And I said, holy shit, I got to work with that. And it was really, he did such a brilliant job with it. I don't like rats. And it looked like a gigantic rat.
Actually, Sherry Nelson is in the chat room. Say hi to Sherry.
Hey, Sherry.
You gotta love it. Okay, so then, I mean, that's kind of like an iconic thing historically for like people who are into horror movies. That you're actually the very first person to ever be killed in a Michael Myers movie, and the fact that he was your brother. makes it even.
That's a first for
creepier.
sure. That's a first.
How was John? Like I met John Carpenter as an older man, but how was John Carpenter? Was he like pretty cool? Like because this is such a huge film. Like was he cool back then when he wasn't as popular as he is now?
Yeah, he was cool. I mean, he looked kind of like a hippie. He had the long hair and the whole deal, like everyone else on the set. But he was very serious. Obviously, he was always a great director, even then. And him and Deborah Hill were awesome with, getting us ready for the set and for the scene and running it through with us. And it was one of the first times for we called it a Panaglide. I don't know what they call it now, but it's the long shot where they just follow it forever. I mean, it's a really long shot. It goes from the front of the house, around the house, through the living room, up the stairs, and into my bedroom. So it was a pretty long, complicated shot.
Follow shot. That's a longie. We used to call it a follow shot back in 100 years ago when cameras were invented.
Well, it was a camera. It was a new kind of camera. I'm sure they use them all the time now.
It was a bounce camera that you
love
could run with it and it never bounced. That was a wonderful. They still use that camera, the bounce camera.
Sure, I bet they do.
I love it. Now listen, are you open for work?
Yes, she's working now.
I am open for work.
No. But I mean, we have a lot of people that are in here right now, producers and directors. I just want to tell them, I think this gal should be working in some of our films that we do. Because we're sort of a family, the family is Angie Baby, Joseph Kelly, Sadie Katz, Augie Duke. I mean, do you know any of these names? I mean, who else?
All the indie horror people.
Lorene Landon.
All the indie horror people.
Or Churchill, Thomas J. Churchill. We're all sort of
Where is it that you live again? I forgot.
Family.
You live in Ohio or someplace? Where do you live?
No, I live in North Texas.
Oh, Texas. Oh, I messed that one up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
She
a
lives in
Texas
Texas.
girl.
now we're forming, like years ago, Warner Brothers had their family. Paramount and MGM, everybody had a family of actors that they use. And suddenly it seems to me that we are forming our own family here in California because everybody's in the same movies over and over again. It works well because you get to know the actor, you know what you can get out of the actor when you work with that actor. And I like
Right.
it. And of course I love him. And I'm not giving bullshit. I hate that fucking I love you bullshit that everybody pulls. Love you. Love you. Now go drop that somewhere. But no, I mean, I love Sadie Katz is my dearest, sweetest person in the world. She's like my daughter. Lorene Landon is my movie star. And Augie Duke is just the most wonderful person. So is Sherry Davis. She's a doll. And of course, my mom and Glenn. Sherry Nelson, who's another beauty. Oh, I wish would ease up on the eye makeup. Got a little too much eye makeup for my liking. No, I tell her, softer. I mean, I want to see her beauty, not just her eye makeup. Anyway, I put my 2 cents in whether they like it or not. He gets nervous. He just hit me with his elbow to shut up. So fuck you, Jimmy. I say what I want. Anyway, we have a lovely family. Joseph Kelly is just the most terrific guy. Like I wrote on Facebook this morning, put me in your next movie, I'll even sleep with you. So that's a kind of a crazy family.
Actually, no, she's got 2 movies scheduled for this year. She lives. I didn't know you lived because Texas isn't really that far away, and
Not
they do a
at
lot
all.
of film shooting, and they do a lot of filming in Texas.
In Texas.
So what have you done? Because I know you went to school and you got like all kinds of degrees and stuff. Like so you left the whole modeling and the acting thing and became an actual part of society. What is it that you went and studied?
I studied curriculum design. I first studied how to teach science to children with special needs. So I taught science for a number of years to children with learning differences. And then I went on to teach college environmental courses to master's level students that were training to be teachers. And so I did all of those things. And now I've come full circle and I'm ready to be in acting again. So I started getting coaching almost a year ago online out of LA actually. And so it's going great. I love it.
But I have to name 2 more names I forgot. Movie is called Blind. Most fabulous movie I've seen yet in horror films, better than
For an indie horror film.
an indie, with starring the beautiful Sarah French, who did a brilliant job with it, directed by the ingenious
Marcel Waltz.
Marcel Waltz. So I want those names out there.
Hold on, because I read something. I don't know if I read it or somebody told me, or I listened to one of your other interviews. And somebody like they kind of like found you, like a fan or an agent, or people were like wondering what happened to you, and they found you, and that's how you kind of like got back into going to be acting and all the fans of Halloween and stuff. Because now you're going to autograph signings and doing all kinds of stuff. Is that you were kind of like rediscovered? Is that what happened?
Yes, I'd actually kind of forgot about everything. I was always so busy with teaching and curriculum and this and the like that I was just relaxing one evening on the couch playing Words with Friends on my computer, and this thing pops up and says, "Are you the Sandy Johnson that was in the original Halloween?" And I just thought, what in the world? Who is this? And so I said, "Who is this?" And the person on the other end said, "This is Rick Enrique. I am an agent, and I've been looking for the original Sandy Johnson for about 8 or 9 years." And I said, "Well, it's your lucky day because you found her." And he just goes, "Oh my God." So anyway, he ended up being my agent. That was about 6 months before Halloween 2018 was released. And I guess Green from Blumhouse had been looking for me also because he wanted to reuse my footage from 78 in the 2018 film, but he needed my signature. So it was just like under the wire. I ended up getting my footage back in the 2018 film, and I got to go out to the premiere and walk the red carpet, and I had a blast. It was so fun. And so then I did that, and I started going to cons, and people wanted social media. So that's when I put up Facebook and Instagram, and I'm having a blast.
I love it. First of all, the 2018 Halloween was a very good Halloween. And I thought it was really cool that they used the flashback scenes, and they're saying that the one that's going to come out next year is even going to be better. Or is it next year or this year? Because it was last year. It said next year, so I think it's this year.
Didn't they kill him off 100 times?
They try to kill him off, but they never kill him.
How does he keep coming back? How does he keep coming back to life?
He just does.
He just can't be killed.
He can't be killed.
Yeah, it was.
It
was supposed to be released in 2020, but because of COVID, they held on to it. So now it's 2021.
Yes,
October.
that's right. October 13th or something, 2021.
They're holding on to everything.
Right.
I think it's going to be like fabulous, and I think that because of the notoriety that you were in the very first Halloween, I think that's going to help a lot. I think the COVID whole thing probably hurts the fact, it's harder for all of us to get into films because of that, because there's not as many things shooting.
Right, it's hard to get money for films because people, the COVID has affected the investors as well. Backers. They're hesitant, and with the economy and the president, they don't know what the hell is going on. So you get people that are saying, "We're going to relax, we're going to post for a while before we give you $4 or $5 million to do a film." Can't blame them. Not that I'm in $4 or $5 million films.
Yeah, not at all.
I'm like in $15,000.
No, 50,000,
I'm in
100,000.
I'm in 150,000 and up. I mean, there are films that are 15,000. I haven't hit that.
You have been in one.
Was it?
Yeah. Croker was 15,000.
Oh, that piece of shit.
You gotta love it.
15,000 was
okay. So let's
overrated.
do. Okay, so you've had a very interesting life actually, because you've kind of like you've been like you've been at the top of the barrel, and then you've been like a regular person doing wonderful things. Now you're like coming back again. Let's do like a bucket list. Like,
I want to ask her one question before you go there. Love life, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, what? Who gets to caress those wonderful mammals? Who gets to hold them?
I've been married for about, 35 years or something.
Oh, so hubby's happy.
Hubby's happy.
It's got what to play with. That's nice.
I actually saw something too. I think he might have been with you in one of the videos of you at the Michael Myers house. Was that your husband with you?
In a video?
I thought it was a video. It might have been a picture. It was either a picture or a video I saw. I don't know. I just started Googling you, and all kinds of stuff was like coming up. Does he have a
Yeah,
beard?
he looks like Santa Claus.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw a picture of your husband. I guess it wasn't a video. Maybe it was a picture. But I Googled you. Like, there's all kinds of stuff about you. You know, when you Google you all over the internet.
Is he a Texan?
No,
He's from
actually, he's from Tennessee.
Okay. How do you like living in Texas?
Well, I was born and raised here, so other than the time I
Oh.
spent in California, I've always been
you-
here. I love Texas.
So you're a shit kicker. You know, you're born there. Native. We call them shit kickers. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've
Texans-
kicked a little shit in my time.
No,
Do you have cowboy boots? Do you own a pair of cowboy boots?
A Texan is called a shit kicker.
I
No,
do
no,
have
do you own
cowboy boots.
I love that.
And
I
she-
love cowboy
And
boots.
she probably can ride horses and bulls.
No, not bulls. I bet
Yeah, I bet-
horses.
I
Can you
bet
ride a
no
horse?
bulls. Yes.
A bull?
But she can ride a horse.
You never rode the electric bull? All those bars have that electric bull. You sit on it and it floats. Remember the
Yeah,
electric bull?
I have ridden the electric bull.
Oh, did you really? Did you stay on it?
Not for very long.
When I was in
It's
Texas,
probably best to do it sober.
No, when I was in Texas, I was drinking a few drinks, and I went on the bull and I started to vomit, and they were so pissed
Oh,
off because I threw up on people, I threw up on the bull, I threw up all over myself. The whole place smelled terrible.
Nasty.
I had to leave really quickly because they were getting angry, and you don't fuck around with those Texans.
Actually, though, I love like
I didn't care for the bull ride. It's impossible to stay on it because it goes forward, backwards, and then when it twists, you get thrown. Very hard. But there was a lot of guys before me. They were cup hokers that really knew how to ride that electric.
there's a lot of people who can ride it.
Yeah, and they stay on it.
Mhm.
Very,
I
very
like it. So
very
let's go
difficult.
back to my bucket list. Okay, so
Yeah.
first of all, do you like? Okay, you have two movies that I see on your IMDb. I don't know what kind of stages of development. One of them is called Creeps at the Gym, and the other one is Volpe's Lust for Revenge. So those are horror movies, right? I'm going to assume.
Yes, they're
Um,
both horror movies. The Volp's Lust for Revenge is actually part 2 of a series. The first was Volp's Prologue, a very low budget indie film, but I loved the prologue. I thought it was fabulous. So
Okay.
when they asked me to do a cameo in the second one, I said sure, because I'm
I-
sure I feel sure that it'll be as good as the first one. And I've already done my cameo, but they're not going to start filming. It's paid for, but they're not going to start filming, I think, till maybe March.
Okay.
And it's actually a Hungarian film.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, and then
Yeah.
so you're okay. So you're gonna kind of like get back into the horror. I mean, the horror market is a great market to be in because the fans are so loyal. Horror movie fans are
Right.
super loyal. They always support their favorite stars. And so I think that it's a great category to be in. Ron's been doing a bunch of them too, but he never did them before.
And just think, you wind up in Walmart or Costco or wherever else.
Walmart.
Walmart. That's the extent of your career. You don't get Academy Awards or go to Hollywood. You go to Walmart, and that's what I find fascinating. Jimmy and I were in Walmart, and a guy was buying one of my movies. And Jimmy right away had to be show off and said, "You know, Ron's in that movie." Blah, blah, blah. Well, the guy was so thrilled. You think I was Frank Sinatra or somebody? Oh, I was such a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Russell. I wanted to vomit. I felt bad for the guy. Like, stop it. I'm me. I'm just a guy. Leave it alone. Could you sign this for me? I said, absolutely. What do you want me to write on it? A big deal. So I said to Jimmy, yeah, Walmart.
That's okay. Hey, anyway, you're getting out there.
I'm a star in
It's
Walmart.
it's a fun way to do it. So let's say, do you have a favorite horror movie?
Ooh, I like several, of course, but I guess some of my favorites are Psycho, The Shining.
Psycho. Yes.
Yeah, I love Psycho.
I'm there with you.
I like Scream.
I like Scream too.
No, Psycho
like
and
Scream.
Shining.
We had Jamie Kennedy on our show back when one of the Scream movies came out, and he was really cool. And I think that so Scream's a good one. So it's,
Wait, let me just say something about Psycho. 1960 Psycho came out. We had never in Hollywood or in the world seen anything quite like it. Never. They never showed you anybody being killed or shot, never had blood. It was always censored. So we go to the movie now, and we have no idea what to expect because we're all virgins. We saw Doris Day singing with Rock Hudson, all that shit. Now we sit there. Janet Leigh gets stabbed, blood all over. She's dead. I said to my girlfriend at the time, Hilda, I said, can't kill her. The movie's only into 10 minutes. You don't kill the star in 10 minutes. So Hitchcock was absolutely phenomenal in doing that. Because throughout the movie, I kept saying, she's going to come alive again. Somehow she's going to come out of the trunk and swim to shore. Because I couldn't deal with the star dying 10 minutes into the film. Brilliant, brilliant work. Psycho has got to be the greatest horror movie ever made.
Yeah, Hitchcock's amazing.
Yeah, amazing. All his films, and also what you said, the second one, Shining, scared the hell out of me. That haunted house, the way they shot it, and then that music from the 20s, and then everybody dressed in tuxedos that were dead. It was a wonderful film. I watch it whenever it's on. And Jack Nicholson, which I wish was acting.
Fabulous.
I wish he was acting, but that was Jack drinking a little. Jack was that way, Jack was a character. He was quite an actor.
Wait, go back.
Is quite an actor.
Is quite an actor.
He's still with us.
So if you could have been in any movie that's ever been made in history, what movie would you have liked to been in? And then while you're thinking about that, also think about if you had a bucket list of a male and a female actor that you could work with, who would like somebody that you would be like, oh my God, I would love to work with this person. All right. Go.
Wow. The role that, of course, I'm too old for it, but if I could have been the granddaughter in Halloween 2018, I love that role. I would have really liked to have been the granddaughter.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good role too, because that film was so good.
Yeah, I really like that. I liked the character, and of course, I loved the film, but I liked that character. Wow, as far as who I would want to work with, wow. Gosh, I can't really think of anybody in particular. I would just like to work with people who really love the craft, who are obviously talented, who help bring you to their level because they're so good. And I guess the one thing that I always think about if there's a scenario that I could do, I used to love to sing. I would love to do something where I'm like a has-been singer or something, but a good story, not just,
And then somebody tears your throat out.
Yeah, there you go.
Not good.
Or someone that stalks her or something, but I love to sing, so it would be fun to do something like that too.
I bet you'd like to work with somebody who brings something new to this character that you're working opposite. Some of these characters are so predictable, and they read lines, they don't act. We're watching right now, what is it called?
Dead to Me.
Dead to Me. The Applegate girl is brilliant because with every word she says, she's got an eye movement, nose movement. Her face works with the words, which is called acting. Today, most of them that I've worked with, they read lines. There's no expression. And that doesn't make the character seem real or interesting. Have you ever seen Dead on Me or whatever?
Dead to Me.
Dead to Me?
Great TV series. It's only got 2 seasons.
Please watch it. Binge it like we did. You will love it. Christine Applegate.
Dead to Me.
Is a great actress. I never thought so, but now I do. Watch it. You'd love it.
It's Christine Applegate and Linda Cardellini.
And I bet you would love to be in that movie.
That's a freaking TV show. Yes, it's a good
one.
Well,
it's still a movie as far as I'm concerned.
I love it. So do you watch, what kind of things do you watch now? Do you watch horror movies or do you watch everything? Or do you like we just watched Emily in Paris and we loved it. It's done by the people from Sex and the City. And then it's not for everybody because if you don't like Sex and the City, if you don't like Sex and the City, then you don't. And then you're probably not going to like it.
It's written by gay people, so it's quite gay. It's straight people acting like gay people. That's what it is. That's what Sex and the City was. I mean, all the characters were written by gay guys, and women really don't behave that way. At least I don't think so. Not the women I know. Those women were acting like gay men hitting on other men.
We're gay men too, by the way, because she doesn't know anything about us.
Oh,
She doesn't know who we are.
Jimmy,
We're married. We're married.
we'll be married 10 years.
We can say gay people. We can say things like that because we know because we are part of the
gay
of
world.
the world.
Oh, Jimmy and I will
there.
be married 10 years in October. And it's been a hard, long 10 years.
Oh yeah, right.
Nah, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Actually, if you like Sex in the City, Emily in Paris was an excellent.
It's a very light, campy kind of show. It's refreshing. It brings you out of this COVID bullshit that we're in. You know,
Dead to me is
takes your mind off of the horribleness of the world.
And Dead to me is different. Dead to me is more. It's got elements of thriller, comedy, suspense. It's got a little bit of everything in it. But the writing is very, very good.
It's like a super soap opera.
Yeah, the writing in it is super freaking cool.
And the other thing to watch is Sean Kanan's show, Studio City. We watched that and we love that show. There's a lot of good stuff out there. And a lot of work for us, or me especially, because I could play grandfather. You can't yet. But I could play.
She can never play grandfather.
No, but you know. Oh, I could play a uncle, father, or grandfather. So that gives me 3 opportunities.
There you go.
But mostly I play monster. I play gangsters and Brooklyn killers, murder, the mob.
Well, let's go back to, so when you got to go to the 2018 premiere of Halloween, I have a bunch of friends that went to that because we're friends with kind of like all the horror movie
Did we
people.
go?
No, we didn't get invited.
Why
And,
not? We're very big.
We didn't get invited.
We should have been invited.
It was very limited.
We're big shit.
Doesn't matter. Not as big as she is. She got invited.
Well, she was in that friggin'.
But like, so how was that? Was everybody cool? I know that it was because that was like pre-COVID where we actually got to go out and do things. I do know several people who went to it.
Wait, hang on. Did Tony's daughter go?
I don't know who's Tony's daughter.
Tony Curtis's daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Was she in that movie?
Was Jamie Lee? Yes, of course she's in it. Was Jamie Lee Curtis
Yes,
there?
she was there.
So I could have gone. I
Yep.
should have called Jamie and said, "Hey, get us in." See, you never told me.
Oh well, you got to watch what's going on in the world. It was all over Facebook. So it was fun. You had a good time with it.
Did anybody know that?
Oh my
Jamie Lee
gosh,
Curtis-
yes. It was a blast. It was like paparazzi.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
There were
Now
so
that I
many
like.
cameras, so many people, so much security. It was amazing.
It was a real Hollywood premiere. I'd like to make a footnote here. Tony Curtis and Janet Leigh were both great movie stars in my era, and they produced Jamie Lee Curtis, this fabulous actress of today. So there you go. You didn't know
Why
that
did-
Tony Curtis's daughter was Jamie Lee
Of course
Curtis?
I know that. Everybody knows that.
No, they don't. Everybody knows that. You'd be surprised how many people don't even know who Betty Davis is.
Everybody knows. Yeah, well, that's different because
No, and you'd be surprised how many people don't know who Janet Leigh is or Tony Curtis.
I know, but
I did
people
like-
who watch our show are
No.
older,
I did lectures in college about Hollywood legends,
and they didn't
and
know
I
who
was
Barbra
talking.
Streisand
I was talking about Barbara Streisand, and there was a kid in front of me, like stupid looking, like, "What are you talking about?" So I said to him, "I said, excuse me." I said, "Do you know who Barbara Streisand is?" And he went, "No, but I've heard of her." I wanted to say to him, "What planet did you come from? You don't know who Barbara Streisand is? I mean, give me a friggin' break, you stupid jerk." But I couldn't do that. I would have
So
been
go
fired.
back. All right. So now you're back in the limelight. So do you have an actual convention manager? I used to be friends with all of them, or are you just booking them all directly yourself?
No, Rick Enrique is he's my manager. He's with Iconic Inc. Management.
Fabulous. Okay, I follow them on Instagram. We follow each other on Instagram. Okay, so you have 3 upcoming appearances so far for 2021. You're going to be Day of the Dead in Las Vegas from May 14th through 16th, and they've got a great roster. I already went to Day of the Dead to look and see who's going to be at it. You're going to be Chicago Flashback Weekend. This is if your website is correct. Chicago Flashback Weekend, July 30th to August 1st, 2021. And then for the Love of Horror in the UK, October 16th and 17th in 2021.
Now that's fun going to England.
If we're able to do that,
Yeah,
hopefully
let's hope COVID is. I was actually supposed to go this last October, and of course it got canceled. So I'm hoping for this year because that's where I'm supposed to shoot my other film where I have an actual nice role, not just a cameo, but it shoots in UK. So that's why I haven't done it yet.
Oh, there you go.
What's the year of the shooting schedule? What date?
I just said it. October.
October.
I think by October we should have enough vaccine of all the 50,000 different viruses they keep pushing out there.
I hope so.
I think we can do it.
I know that you'll be because I know like we
I
have do you know Felissa Rose? Like we have
Oh, we love
Felissa Rose and Dave Sheridan. They've been going to conventions in the United States like all the time now, even with the COVID, you know. So I'm sure you're going to be fine for your Days of the Dead in Las Vegas. And they got everybody coming from like Friday the 13th. And I don't know, they have a lot of really cool people coming to that one. So have you done a lot of autograph signings in the past?
I have done about 6 or 7 now, I think. And Felissa Rose is awesome, by the way. Yeah, she was at the table next to me in Texas, Fright for a Weekend, and we had a blast. And then we recently did one together in Houston. So yeah, she's awesome. I love her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
We do also. She's a very good friend of ours. Very good friend.
Yeah, she's great.
We like love her. So are the fans real receptive because nobody had seen you for like a long time? So actually, when people are going to these conventions, you know, the people who go to every convention, they get to see him. But someone like you coming out of the blue and nobody had seen you in like 30 or 40 years, like it must be such a big honor for everybody to get to meet you, number one. And so I'm sure your table is relatively busy because like, you know, you haven't been there. So like nobody's seen you and it gives you a leg up on everybody else. And they're a ton of fun. That's how I actually started this show. I used to be a celebrity clothing designer. And I would take my clothes to those conventions and give them away to the celebrities that were there. They'd come to my room and let me take pictures with all of them, and then we would become friends. And then that's how I got them on the show. So when I started this show 14 years ago, I had like really big horror movie stars like Robert Englund and people like that right off the bat. You know, when we first started, and everybody was like, "How in the heck did you do that?" And that's how I did it by being a clothing designer. And then I got like Malcolm McDowell and Doug Bradley and all these like huge people who are huge in horror come on right away. So I love going to those conventions. You know, I hate the whole COVID thing now, and we haven't been to any since we've lived here in Palm Springs for 3 years. Have we been here? Almost 3 years. We've been here almost 3 years, and we haven't been to any since we've been here. But we do get to go to a lot of the indie red carpet events with all the fun horror, movie people. And I think going to the conventions is great, and it's a way for you to do. Number one, it's a way for you to be seen again because all the directors and producers and everybody go to those. So it gives you an opportunity to meet people and have more opportunities to get in films. And it also gives you a chance to connect with all the fans. Like there's all kinds of people in the chat room and they're all like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome." And they're so happy to they're all so excited to see you on here. And Dawn, the one I had you say hi to, she's like, "Oh my gosh, that was so great." And because she's like, there's no bigger horror movie fan on planet Earth.
And I'd like to say that we are having red carpet events. One of my films is July 27th, I believe. June 27th, and then there's another one. We are still having red carpet.
But we haven't in a year and a half.
No, but now we are.
We're going to, yes.
We're going to, so that's good. That gives us an opportunity to push the film. And, we want to make money after all. That's business.
That's right. We all want to make money.
But without red carpets and PR, you're not going anywhere today. I mean, nobody knows. Computer, who gives a shit? There's so much crap on this computer before you single out what you need. You get dizzy.
So you guys, listen. Sandy's got a whole bunch of cool opportunities too. If you want to get autographed pictures, and she's got all kinds of things. She's got a very fun website. That might even be where I saw the picture of you walking up the steps with your husband behind you, in the Michael Myers house. Possibly, because I don't know where I saw it, but I definitely saw it someplace.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's the one where he's dressed like my boyfriend in the Halloween, the first Halloween. Yeah. It's like he's my boyfriend coming up behind me. Yes.
Yes. Okay. See, I didn't make that up. So how do we come up with our website is unicornsandyj.com?
My agent, who had looked for me forever, when he finally found me, he said, "You're my unicorn. You're like my magical, mystical creature that I never thought I would be able to see, but I just kept looking for you." So he called me that, and I thought that's kind of fun. So
Oh
I
my
just
gosh,
went with Unicorn Sandy J.
I love it. That is so cute. I think that's super fun. So you guys can go follow her. Go to her website. It's unicornsandyj.com. She's also Unicorn Sandy J on Instagram, and I think you're just Sandy Johnson on Facebook, right? Do you have a Facebook fan page?
On Facebook, I am the real Sandy Johnson.
Okay, the real Sandy Johnson, you guys. So I think it should be a lot of fun, and you guys should check out all the things that she's doing. She's going to have 2 new movies coming out. I'm sure once COVID thing gets a little bit better, you're going to have a whole bunch of people because, like, I think all the indie horror movie people are going to want
And
their
I would
films.
really like to work opposite you. I think you and I could connect and bring something exciting and new to those scripts that they give us. I think you and I
Yes.
could. Definitely. I'd like to work with you.
Yes,
I'm a very intense worker, by the way. When you work with me, it's all intense. It's very, very, the character comes alive where I don't do it. I'm sure you're the same way, right?
right.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't do a half-assed character. I am the character.
You gotta love
Sometimes
it.
I scare people.
You guys too. Make sure if
On
you
the set,
if you want
other
to
actors.
if you want to go to Las Vegas too, you guys, Days of the Dead is May 14th through the 16th. It's got a great crowd. Days of the Dead is always one of the best conventions
It
like
is.
around.
It's the most famous, isn't it?
No, it's not the most famous, but it's a very big one.
In the United States.
No,
Which is the most famous?
Comic-Con.
Oh, but Comic-Con is so commercial and so overcrowded and such a pain in the ass. One in Vegas is intimate. It's
This is a good one in Vegas,
It's a better
and Days of the Dead is good, and Horror Hound Weekend is good. Have you ever done Horror Hound Weekend?
Actually 2018 was a Horror Hound event. I was supposed to do Horror Hound last year, but of course it got canceled. And this year they moved it up and they had to condense it because, a lot of people that were scheduled last year, they're having to do it this year. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And Texas Frightmare Weekend. Did you do Texas Frightmare Weekend? Is that what you said before? Have you done Texas Frightmare?
I did that in 2019.
I think Caroline Williams did that too. Caroline, I'm a publicist also, and so Caroline Williams used to be one of the clients that I worked with, and she does a lot of stuff in Texas.
What's Caroline doing? I haven't heard of her.
She's got a new movie that's getting like rave reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about her in a while.
Oh, she's fabulous. So, all right. So, everybody, check out all Sandy's stuff. It's unicornsandyj.com, Instagram, and her website. Check out her appearances. Go to her website. Everybody needs to now. I want to go watch the original Halloween just so I can see you get killed again, and because it's so fabulous, and I think it's terrific. So we want to thank you for coming on the show. We think you're fabulous. I wish you all the luck, in your resurgence. I don't think you're going to have any problem at all getting any roles. I think it's going to be, as soon as things open up a little bit, I think it's going to come really easy. And if anything comes our way, I'll send the people to you.
Take good
Thank
care of
you so
yourself.
much.
Stay safe, stay happy, and stay working because we have to work
Yeah.
till we're 100. You know that. Till we're 100, we'll work.
That's right. And thank you both. It was so nice to meet you.
And
Nice to meet you too, Sandy. Thank you.
You're delightful, and you made Dave's day. Right, Dave?
I don't even know if he's still
Oh,
there.
he probably fainted already.
Yeah.
He passed out from you. He worked himself to death. Anyway, have a wonderful time.
Thank you so much, Sandy.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Sandy.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, chat room. So we have like 3
What a
minutes.
nice girl.
She's very nice. We have 3 minutes
Sweet
left,
girl.
and I mean, it would be really cool. I think if you're going to have a movie career, one of the things to say that you're like the very first person that Michael Myers ever killed in a film, considering he's the most iconic horror character in history. I think that would be very, very cool.
You mean he's more famous than Frankenstein? I don't think so. I think Frankenstein is the most.
He's not really. Frankenstein's not, because that's a different kind of horror.
Yeah,
And the real,
but it was horror in my day. What do you think it was? A walk in the park?
I think Frankenstein is name is more well known, but I don't think Frankenstein has a following like Michael Myers does.
The monster? I would argue with that. I think people that are now researching film of years ago find Frankenstein to be quite. I mean, everybody knows Frankenstein.
Well, they say that Halloween is the most successful horror franchise in history.
I would say I would say Halloween is nowadays the most successful.
Okay, so
And Frankenstein was in its.
that could be, because Halloween's only been around for 40 years.
Yeah,
I mean, that last Halloween,
Frankenstein has been around.
that
for
last Halloween movie is the highest grossing movie ever led by an old woman.
Yeah, but Frankenstein was created around 1931 or 2. And they're still making Frankenstein movies today, currently. So I think he's the longest working monster
Could be.
of all.
Could be.
And Dracula's up there with them. Bela Lugosi, Dracula.
Yeah, but that's like old. Like young people today don't even like know what that is. I'm
No,
talking
but
about.
they still make those movies, horror movies. They're still making Dracula movies.
I know, but they don't do as well as I'm telling you. Michael Myers. The last movie was the highest grossing freaking horror movie, and it had with a leading star over 50, which that doesn't happen either.
I've never seen any of his movies.
I know you don't like them
No,
because they're scary.
they're too violent for me. I don't like all that stuff.
That's okay.
I'm in them, but I don't like them.
We want to thank all you guys for tuning in the chat room. Teresa Sabin, Boomer Mays, Don Hinton. What's the guy's name?
Who?
The guy who jerks off.
Dave
Dave Hughes.
The guys are, what a thing to-
I forgot his name.
Dave, I hope you sue him.
Angela Joseph. I don't know who Eileen
He
is in
doesn't.
there.
He doesn't do that. We just make believe.
I know. Well, I couldn't think of his name.
Now it's libel. People are going to think he runs around jerking off. No, we just make a joke about that. Dave Hughes does not do that.
We don't know. We
Jimmy,
don't know.
Jimmy.
Sherry Nelson. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of it, but I couldn't think of his name. There's only one guy in the chat room. Everybody else is a
Yeah,
girl.
but
Besides Boomer.
I think of Dave Hughes as a good fan and a friend. Nothing more than that.
Yeah. But in the meantime, you like get on and talk about like all the people, all the girls in the tits for him.
Yeah, well, I do that as a joke. But you made it like it was a title, like David Hughes a jerk off.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Dave. Love you, and everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Be careful.
Bye.
Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Bye, everybody.
Stay.
Can turn out to be so wrong.
Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.